Welcome to this exploration of the Renaissance period, a time of artistic and cultural renewal that produced some of the world's most iconic works of art. During this period, artists drew inspiration from classical antiquity, mythology, and religion to create masterpieces that still captivate and inspire us today. In this video, we will delve into three of the most famous paintings of the Renaissance, each representing a different theme and style, and uncover the fascinating stories and mysteries behind them. The Renaissance period was a time of great cultural and intellectual revival in Europe, lasting from the 14th to the 17th century. The word Renaissance means rebirth in French and refers to the renewed interest in classical art, literature, philosophy, and science that emerged during this time. Artists and writers were inspired by the works of ancient Greece and Rome, studying the ideals of beauty, symmetry, and balance that characterized classical art. They also drew upon classical myths, legends, and histories for their subject matter, often adapting them to reflect contemporary concerns and values. Renaissance artists were fascinated by the natural world and sought to represent it realistically in their works. They studied anatomy, perspective, and light and shade, using these techniques to create highly detailed and lifelike paintings, sculptures, and drawings. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, Botticelli's Birth of Venus, and Raphael's Sistine Madonna are three of the most famous paintings of the Renaissance period. Each painting is representative of the High Renaissance, a period in art history characterized by a renewed interest in classical art, humanism, and naturalism, as well as a focus on technical skill and emotional expressiveness. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian Renaissance artist and inventor born in 1452 in the town of Vinci, near Florence. He is widely regarded as one of the most versatile and talented artists in history, known for his paintings, drawings, and sculptures. But Leonardo was also an accomplished scientist, engineer, and inventor, and his work in these fields made significant contributions to the advancement of knowledge. Leonardo was skilled at creating highly realistic portraits and landscapes, and his works are notable for their attention to detail and anatomical accuracy. The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous and recognizable paintings in the world, created by Leonardo da Vinci in the early 16th century. The painting depicts a seated woman with a mysterious smile, known as Lisa Girardini or Lisa del Giocondo, the wife of the Florentine merchant Francesco del Giocondo. Leonardo began working on the painting in 1503. He returned to the painting over time to make corrections and see it from a fresh perspective, leaving it technically unfinished. He used a technique called sfumato to give the painting its distinctive atmosphere. The word sfumato comes from the Italian word fumo, meaning smoke, and refers to the technique of using subtle gradations of tone to create a soft, hazy effect. The technique involves blending colors together in a way that creates a seamless transition between tones, so that there are no visible lines or edges between them. This produces a sense of depth and atmosphere in the painting, as if the subject is emerging from or disappearing into a misty atmosphere. Leonardo was a master of the sfumato technique, and used it to great effect in many of his paintings, including the Mona Lisa. He achieved the soft, hazy effect by applying many thin layers of paint, gradually building up the tones and blending them together. This allowed him to create a sense of depth and three-dimensionality in his paintings, and to capture the subtle nuances of light and shadow. The enigmatic half-smile of the Mona Lisa is one of its most captivating features, adding to the painting's sense of mystery that draws people to it. After Leonardo's death in 1519, the painting was inherited by his assistant, Francesco Melzi. It remained in Melzi's family for several generations before being acquired by the French king, Francis I, in the 16th century. The painting has been on display in the Louvre Museum in Paris since the late 18th century and is now considered a national treasure of France. The Mona Lisa has been the subject of much interpretation and speculation over the years. Some have suggested that the painting is a portrait of a courtesan or a self-portrait of Leonardo himself, while others believe that the painting contains hidden messages or symbols. The enigmatic smile of the sitter has been the subject of much discussion, with some interpreting it as a sign of happiness or contentment, while others see it as a sign of sadness or melancholy. Despite the various interpretations, the Mona Lisa remains one of the most celebrated works of art in history, renowned for its subtle use of light and shadow, delicate rendering of the sitter's features, and enigmatic atmosphere. Its enduring popularity has made it a symbol of art and culture, and it continues to inspire and captivate people today. Sandro Botticelli was born in Florence in 1445 and trained as an artist under Raphael, one of the leading painters of the time. Botticelli is best known for his paintings of mythological and religious scenes, which are characterized by their delicate, graceful figures and lyrical style. His work often features a sense of movement and rhythm, with flowing drapery and dynamic poses. Botticelli went on to develop his own unique style, which combined the delicate beauty of the Florentine school with the luminous colors and intricate details of the Flemish tradition. Despite his success as an artist, Botticelli fell out of favor in his later years and died in obscurity. It wasn't until the 19th century that his work was rediscovered and recognized as some of the most beautiful and innovative of the Renaissance period. One of Sandro Botticelli's most famous paintings is The Birth of Venus. The painting depicts the goddess Venus standing on a shell emerging from the sea, surrounded by other mythological figures. Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, is depicted in a vulnerable and sensual pose, surrounded by mythological figures such as Zephyr, the god of the west wind, and a female figure, possibly Flora, holding an ornate cloak to cover Venus when she reaches the shore. These figures are symbolic of the natural world and its connection to human emotions and desires. The painting was commissioned by the Medici family, one of the most powerful and influential families in Florence at the time. The subject matter of the painting was controversial, as it depicted a pagan goddess in a state of nudity. The Medici family, however, were patrons of the arts and had a great appreciation for classical mythology, so they were willing to commission such a painting. Some art historians have speculated that the painting may have been influenced by the teachings of the philosopher Marsilio Ficino, who was a member of the Medici circle and believed in the power of love and beauty to inspire spiritual enlightenment. The painting was completed around 1486 and was first displayed in the Villa di Castello, the Medici family's country residence. It was later moved to the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, where it remains on display today. At the time of its creation, The Birth of Venus was met with mixed reactions. Some praised its beauty and celebrated its mythological subject matter, while others criticized it for its nudity and pagan themes. Despite the controversy, the painting became one of Botticelli's most famous works and remains a beloved masterpiece of the Renaissance period. Over the years, The Birth of Venus has been interpreted in many different ways. Some see it as a celebration of the beauty and power of nature, while others see it as a representation of the ideal of feminine beauty. The painting's composition and use of color have also been celebrated, with many art critics praising its delicate beauty and graceful lines. Today, The Birth of Venus is recognized as one of the most important works of Renaissance art, and continues to captivate and inspire viewers with its beauty, grace, and timeless elegance. Raphael was an Italian painter and architect who is widely regarded as one of the greatest artists of the High Renaissance period. He was born in Urbino, Italy in 1483 and showed an early aptitude for art, studying under his father, Giovanni Santi, who was a painter and poet. Raphael is perhaps best known for his paintings, which are characterized by their technical skill, beauty, and emotional depth. His works often featured classical themes and figures, and he was particularly renowned for his depictions of the Madonna and Child. In addition to his painting, Raphael was also an accomplished architect and designer, and he was involved in the design and construction of several notable buildings in Rome, including the Villa Madama and the Palazzo Pandolfini. The Sistine Madonna is created between 1512 and 1514. The painting was commissioned by Pope Julius II for the Benedictine monastery of San Sisto in Piacenza, Italy, but it was eventually acquired by Augustus III, Elector of Saxony, in the 18th century. The painting is now housed in the Gemäldegalerie Altmeister Museum in Dresden, Germany, where it remains one of the museum's most popular and prized possessions. The painting depicts the Madonna holding her child as they appear to float on a swirling carpet of clouds, with Saint Sixtus and Saint Barbara on either side. Two cherubs at the foot of the painting gaze upwards in contemplation. There has been much speculation surrounding the expressions of sadness and fear on the faces of the Virgin and the infant Jesus. Additionally, some wonder why Saint Sixtus appears to be pointing out of the painting at the viewers. The mystery is solved when one considers the original intended location of the work. The Sistine Madonna was meant to be placed behind a choir screen, which is no longer extant, with the painting facing a crucifix attached to the screen. The Virgin and the infant Jesus are gazing out at the scene of the crucifixion, which explains their mournful and terrified expressions. Saint Sixtus is also pointing towards the crucifixion, not towards the viewers. One of the most striking aspects of the Sistine Madonna is its use of chiaroscuro, a technique that uses strong contrasts of light and dark to create a sense of depth and drama. Raphael was a master of this technique, and he used it to great effect in the painting, creating a sense of three-dimensionality that makes the figures seem to leap off the canvas. The Sistine Madonna is widely regarded as one of Raphael's greatest works, and it is considered a masterpiece of devotional art. The painting was intended to inspire devotion and piety in those who saw it, and it was designed to be a focal point for prayer and contemplation. The painting's significance as a devotional work of art is reflected in the many copies and reproductions that have been made of it over the centuries. The image of the Madonna and Child has become a powerful symbol of Christian faith and devotion, and the painting continues to inspire and move people to this day. In addition to its religious significance, the Sistine Madonna is also admired for its technical skill and artistic innovation. The painting is notable for its use of perspective, as well as for its masterful handling of light and shadow. It is a testament to Raphael's skill as an artist, and it remains one of the most beloved and admired works of the Renaissance period. The Renaissance was a time of great innovation and experimentation, and artists were not afraid to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable or traditional. This led to a proliferation of different styles, subjects, and approaches to painting, with artists exploring everything from religious iconography to landscapes. still lifes, and portraits. The three masterpieces discussed here, Leonardo's Mona Lisa, Botticelli's Birth of Venus, and Raphael's Sistine Madonna, represent different aspects of the human experience through the lens of art. From the enigmatic portrait of the Mona Lisa, to the depiction of Venus emerging from the sea, to the devotional image of the Madonna and Child. These works continue to captivate and inspire people all over the world. The artists themselves were giants of their time, each with their own unique style and contributions to the world of art. Their legacy endures, and their works remain a testament to the enduring power and beauty of art. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more amazing content.